out there and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now here's Gordon. Jokic the screen. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Clark, talk about guys who have springs for feet. Aaron Gordon's one of them.
Yeah, when people think of Aaron Gordon, I think they attach him to the dunk contest. I mean, he's so... uber athletic. I mean, he put on a few amazing performances in that event in the past, but to the surprise of many, he actually didn't win the dunk contest, but he's become a really good all-around player.
Down low, Claxton. That one goes. Count it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Saraf gets the bucket.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Count it.
I think when you're guarding Murray, you're always worried about his jump shot, but he's also deadly off the bounce, so pick your poison.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Here's Saraf. Pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy. Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
That'll be a 5-second call. And it's the Nuggets ball. Here's Murray. Great D that time. Porter. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. The drive by man. Pass to Saraf. Outside for Porter. And the three-pointer goes.
A true sniper from long range. Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
Out to Gordon. From deep. Saraf with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. It's a three-point game. Some breakthrough contributions for the Nuggets from Christian Braun and Aaron Gordon. Grant elevating their games.
But at the same time, Denver's depth has been a concern. You know, B.A., we know what Jokic can do, but he needs help to win another ring.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Screen by Claxton. Just 5 to shoot. Back to man. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Nuggets trail by 3. Now here's Murray.
Next foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's Murray.
Tim Hardaway.
Pass to Jokic. Clock at 4. Johnson for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Guys?
Thank you, Allie.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Pass to Thomas, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now here's Thomas. Still no points. And Claxton throws it down.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Pickett. And here's Hardaway. The three is up. Great D that time from Porter.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested threes.
There's 37 seconds left in the opening quarter. Williams misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Now here's Hardaway. To the inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Outside, Williams. The three is up. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 4. We'll take a quick break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Outside Murray. To the paint. Watson. It's hauled in by Wolf. Inside. Here's Wilson. And he goes in for the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Powell's shot is off.
Trying to take what the defense allows, but he couldn't get it to go.
Denver moving it around. Here's Watson. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Watson's got 8.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
The Nuggets lead by 5. For 3, Hardaway. Rebounded by Toure.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Pass to Valanciunas. And he buries his first look.
Really rock-solid decision-making from Murray, assessing the situation and then making the precise pass at the right time.
Here's Wolf. Here's Wilson. Here's Wolf. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Denver leading by 7. Murray with it. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Murray attacking. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And you know finishes like this get Murray pumped up. He's a big-time dunker off the drive now. He'll sneak punch you if you're not careful.
Porter from outside. Jokic grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Johnson. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Now Murray. He has 6. Back to Brown. And stolen by Claxton. To the middle. Here's Porter. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Outside Brown. Pass to Murray. From downtown. Claxton with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
And stolen by Brown. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Gordon with the big finish.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad, because if he does, he's throwing it down every time.
Pass to Thomas. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Outside, Brown. Now here's Jokic. Fires the 3. Thanks for being with us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sidelines. Wagner for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Looking at these teams tonight, Richard, they are half-court teams, tend to grind out possessions.
Oh, it's old school basketball, as they like to say. And it's not the high-flying offenses we're used to seeing. Both teams like to slow it down.
Brooks outside. Clock at 6. And here's Green from the arc. Orlando grabs the miss. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. He was blunt when talking about his assessment of Franz Wagner. Coach praised the toughness Wagner plays with, saying, "We're talking about a 6'10" wing who goes hard to the bucket. He invites contact. Those aren't easy guys to contend with." Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And Grant, you played a half-decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, B.A., a great city with great fans. And that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference finals.
The kick out to Banchero. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Right side Booker. Outside Green. Back to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Over Suggs. Booker can't get it to go. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Bane. Back to Suggs. Right side Carter. Up and over Brooks. The bank shot, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. They trail by 3. And stolen by Banchero. And they're on the run. Here's Wagner. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Green. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's on Desmond Bane.
You can tell Green is fearless on the floor, going right into the defender with his shot.
Really one to watch. Jalen Green is an exciting young star in this league, Richard.
Yeah, he's done a lot of maturing as a player in just a few seasons. Sometimes he looks confident, sometimes he looks overwhelmed, but his overall game has improved.
Now here's Banchero. He's off on that one.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Banchero outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Here's Booker. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando leading. Back to Jones. Batase with a screen. Jones drives in. Yep, that one goes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dreamed of them. He'll gladly take those.
The Suns on offense. There's the drive. Pass to Williams. Here's Green. Now here's Booker. He's checked by Carter. Shot clock at 6. Allen on the wing. Beyond the arc. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. To the middle. Tipped. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Suggs outside. Banchero outside. Takes it inside. It's hauled in by the Suns. Allen on the wing. Here's Booker. Outside for Green. Back to Booker. From behind the arc. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Magic out in front, up 3. And we'll be back right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Now here's Allen. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Gillespie. The 3-ball. It's hauled in by Isaac.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the number is remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team." Back over to you, Brian.
An exciting young team. Allie, thank you.
Big but quick. Suggs so powerful off the drive. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Timeout.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Suns trail by 4. Here's Booker. Ooh, some contact there. No issue for Booker, though.
Just bouncing off of contact. Booker putting in work in that weight room.
Suggs. Wagner with a screen. Back to Banchero. 5 to shoot. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Done with it. Wagner picks him up. Brooks outside. Pass to Richards. Now Booker. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Wagner on the wing. Pass to Banchero. Boom! Banchero!
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
Now here's Banchero. Rejected by Allen. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the Magic making a change here. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. 6 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Kicks it out to Bane. Here's Suggs. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. The Suns trailing. It's Booker on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Green. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Wagner outside. To the paint. Here's Isaac. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And forcing the defense's hand right there. I mean, Jonathan Isaac to the line. A good sign for this team.
And he's good on the second. From going to the finals in 2021 to missing the playoffs last season, Grant, things have not gone according to plan for the Suns.
Well, you know, B.A., they followed that trip to the finals with a 64-win season. But then they went all in on the big three of Booker, Durant, and Beal. And that just didn't yield the results they'd hoped for.
Here's Booker. Orlando making their last shot. 52 seconds left in the first half of this game. Jones feels it out. Inside. Here's Batase. Williams grabs the board. And so it's Phoenix with it. Trailing by 2. Pass to Booker. Fires the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Up top, Black. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Green going at the D. Chalk up 2 there.
The blinding speed of Green really turns on the Jets in transition. It's impressive to watch.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And here's Suggs. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
It's all tied in Phoenix. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. Pass to Brooks. Back to Booker. Booker drawing the double. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He kept his cool despite the double team and finds the open man.
Here's Suggs. Into the lane. That's tipped. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's Green. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Carter. Outside Bane. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Now here's Booker. He has 7. Outside, Green. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Suggs. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
Booker with it. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Guys, back over to you.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Well, Grant, at 6'10", 250, Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
The defense expects Booker to find his own shot, but he gives it away off that pick and roll.
And stolen by Williams. Back to Booker. Oh, great D that time from Isaac. Here's Orlando. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Now here's Booker. He has 7 to the paint. Here's Dunn. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
And as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Last year, Jalen Green was twice named Western Conference Player of the Week.
Yeah, and Green was the first Rockets player to win the award multiple times since James Harden in 2019. And, you know, we've seen the flashes, and now on a new team, can he improve his consistency?
And for Green, it's about focusing on taking high percentage shots. When he does this, he's an effective player.
Picked by Isaac. Richards pulls it in.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Pass to Allen. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. And out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Substitution for your Suns.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Jones. The shot from the low post is good. Jones has gotten his second bucket.
Applying some pressure with that full court defense.
Here's Gillespie. Outside O'Neal. On the wing, Green. Back to O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's O'Neal. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Magic out in front. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Orlando leading by 3. Suggs, right side. The Magic need to put one up here. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Here's Booker. Count it. Good.
You have to respect Booker's range. That's what gives him opportunities off the dribble.
Side out.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Orlando substitution. Wendell Carter Jr.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. They lead by 4. And that one is stuffed right through.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease.
We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Pass to Richards. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
It's Suggs with a drive. Lays it up and banks it in. And now an 8-point Magic lead.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. And so here is Orlando after the basket by Phoenix on the other end.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
Now here's Booker. Williams outside. Here's Green. Puts up the tray. Oh, no good. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Now here's Suggs. Oh, he can't get the layup. Here's the floater. Carter rips down the board. Orlando leading by 8. Banchero. Oh, he can't get the layup. Here's Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Brooks outside. Now Booker. Oh, no good on the layup. Suggs surveys the D. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one. The Suns running out of time. Stolen by Carter. Here's Suggs. Now Banchero. Yes, Paolo Banchero for 2.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Brooks outside. Takes a 3. Banchero pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Magic.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jalen Suggs.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks.
I'm not sure what he was thinking. That's a weird pass.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 3rd foul so far. Jones drives in.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
And it looks like they just won't have enough left here at the end.
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and energy.
Suggs fires. It falls. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Welcome, everyone. We appreciate you joining us for a little basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. Now here's Suggs. And Carroll no good.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, following the bucket by the Magic. It's good.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And Suggs, here we go. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs, getting off the floor with such ease?
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Just over a minute and a half in. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his first foul. Here's Suggs to the paint. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. Outside Bane. The three. Hartenstein pulls it in. On offense, here are the Thunder. Trailing by 4. Tim, when you talk about Isaiah Hartenstein, how impressive has his development been?
He's a former second-round pick, B.A., and he wasn't really a key rotation player in this league until year 4. But now he's become invaluable as a dirty work big man.
The three from Bane. He can't hit that time. Thunder trail by 4. SGA looking around. Pass to Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. Here's SGA. And the layup is good off the glass.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Here's Suggs. Carter. And he can't jam it through.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
It's Ben Carroll with the drive. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Back to Wallace. Fires the three. They get it back. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's SGA. Misses from close range.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now here's Suggs. Kicks it out to Bane. Launches it. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside, SGA. Can't tie it up. That one misses. Orlando leading. Lets it go from deep. That one's good. Desmond Bane for 3.
And I like that there. I mean, get Bane something in rhythm.
And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the
Here's Wiggins. No good from 18.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Orlando ahead, up 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Mitchell. Wiggins for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Wiggins has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. They trail by 1. Inside. Outside Bane. Beyond the arc. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
To the middle. Knocked away. Stolen by Carter. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Carter.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. SGA can't get it to go. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Guys?
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. Outside, SGA. Pass to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Again, SGA can't get it to go. Outside Bane. Banchero right side. Aggressive in the lane. Banchero.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. The shot's good. Wiggins got 8 points here in the quarter.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Banchero outside. Pass to Wagner. And here's Banchero. Clock at 4. Shoots over Wiggins. Banchero no good.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
It's Dort on the wing. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side, Williams. Dort outside. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Magic leading by 3. From deep, Bane. That one's good. 2 for 8 now.
And that was deep. But somehow Bane makes that shot look so easy.
Here's SGA. Great D that time from Banchero.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Thunder trail by 6. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Down low. Here's Banchero. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Banchero makes sure he gets his.
And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. So it's Oklahoma City now. 6-point game. Dort outside. From behind the arc. On target from range. Dort's got his first 3 points of the game. Some room here for Jones. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Magic out in front. They lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Look at Gilgeous-Alexander sprinting to the cup.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
Back to Holmgren. Banchero comes with a double team. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
Orlando leading. Here's Richardson. Uses the glass on the layup. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Now SGA. He has 6. Pass to Holmgren. It's rebounded by Banchero. Wagner for 3. The shot that time not on target. Thunder trail by 3. Here's Wallace. Back to SGA. Off with the layup. And here's Richardson. Kicks it out to Bane. Wallace with it. He's picked up by Bane. Holmgren left side. Dort outside. Back to Wallace. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Richardson with it. Outside Bane. Lets the 3 fly. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder trail by 3. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Kicks it out to Bane. And stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Dort. And a two-handed jam!
Yeah, making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Oh, they get a hand on it. And Wallace, here we go. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Hartenstein a screen. Outside for Dort. Just 5 on the clock. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Misses the three. Orlando trailing here. Now here's Suggs. From deep, Bane. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Pass to Wallace. Back to Caruso. Holmgren outside. Clock at 6. Dort for 3.
Defensive rebounding is so important, and he fought for that one.
Wagner for 3. No good. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Caruso outside. Takes the 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Inside. Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Magic out in front, leading by 1. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Here's Suggs. Now Bane. Pass to Banchero. Back to Bane. Puts up a 3. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. And the Magic lead by 4.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range. Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Man, Suggs can really move. And once he sees he has a clear path, he launches up for the dunk.
And here's SGA. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Mitchell. The 3 ball. The rebound by Carter. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Counted. And now an 8-point Magic lead.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
And we've got a timeout call by Mark Daigneault. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Now SGA.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Bane! Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Wagner with the rebound. Magic leading by 6. Banchero the screen. Six to shoot. Suggs outside. Now Banchero. From deep. Shot's no good.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability. They showed it with that tight coverage. Tenacious stuff from Dort. I mean, he knows the situation and is dead set on getting them a bucket.
Here's Banchero. Wagner! Oh, off target from downtown. 1:42 left in the game. Chet not messing around inside.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots. Oh, my. Turning it over at such a critical point in the game. You know he feels awful.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:29 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Holmgren. Ooh, he can't tie it up. That one's no good. Now Wagner. Suggs outside. Now Banchero. Now Bane. Shot clock at 5. Now Banchero. Jacks up a 3. Cleared away by Hartenstein. Now SGA. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good. Couldn't tie it up. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. The lead is 2.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over it.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Now Dort. SGA fires. No good from 3. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Knocks it loose. Payne. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. They could win it. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Suggs with it. Now Banchero. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Yes, sir! That one goes! Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler.
Even better answer.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Up top, SGA. Here's Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. SGA. Outside Dort. Wagner with a steal.
Perfect timing. Gets into the passing lane, and then he's off the other way.
using all that size in close. Banchero, he understands his strengths on offense.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A., playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Yes, sir! That one's good!
Putting this team on his back. I love seeing Suggs take charge like this.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Suggs surveys the D. Jams it home!
They needed that hoop from Wagner. Nothing phases him.
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Here's Dort. Outside SGA. 5 on the clock. Now Holmgren. And Caro pulls it down. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To take the lead. Holmgren there for the rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
First free throw is good. And that'll put them up 2. And so both free throws good. And it's a 3-point game.
And that could seal it at the line. He looked totally composed the entire time.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws. Making it a 2-possession game is critical right here. Nice work coming through and doing exactly that.
Payne. Cleared away by Dort.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that increases the lead to 6.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, they need a quick bucket and a foul.
SGA pulls it down. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
And so the Thunder take the win. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down,